What's up, everybody? This is Steve, doing my podcast, first one, numero uno. It's called From Out of Nowhere, because this shit is from out of nowhere. Yeah! No, but for real, I am just going to do this, hopefully, like, weekly podcast where I just ramble on about fucking nothing, and we'll just see how that goes. So, yeah. We're here now. I don't know. I don't know what to. I get so excited when I think about certain topics. Like somebody just like says, "Yeah, let's fucking, we'll talk about whatever movies, whatever UFC event or whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. Whatever is happening." And I'm like, man, that'd be a great podcast. Because you get in those deep fucking conversations, and then next thing you know, you're buying lighting and cameras and microphones and shit. So. Now we're here. We're here, boo bae. We're here. Yeah, boo bae. Yeah, I don't know. For a while there, I tried, doing, what was it? I was doing the, Steve HS. That was a lot of fun. Except kind of wasn't because I would spend like the whole week editing these episodes. I don't know if you saw. I may still have them up on my page by the time you see this, but you can go back and watch them. They're like 20 minutes long, for a time when people wouldn't spend more than like five is max, 3 to 5 minutes watching some quick entertaining video. I was posting shit. It was like 20 minutes long. I mean, this thing's hopefully going to be an hour. So I don't know, kind of still taking a step backwards, but fuck it. Who gives a shit? But yeah, I do these 20-minute, little shows and then, post them online. I would review old VHS tapes that a friend of mine brought over, Billy, and would just watch them a couple of times, come up with some funny shit, edit it, put some music and clips in it, post it up online. But it wasn't really super my thing. Like I could tell that it just wasn't like. I don't know. I love talking about movies, and I love dissecting them, and just trying to, just fucking talk about movies. I don't know, but I don't think critiquing them was necessarily like my strong suit, especially the way that I was trying to do it. Like because these were bad movies, but I love watching bad movies. I fucking absolutely love watching them, but I was trying to tear them apart. Like just this fucking guy, this fucking movie. Shit, whatever. But like, I'm not that guy because I'm super lenient when it comes to movies. When it comes to, a movie can be pretty bad. Example, Venom. I enjoyed it, but I know that like most of my friends probably fucking hated that movie. Fucking hated it. But I went in actually knowing that this movie, on a critic level didn't do super well. So I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to go try to have a good time anyway because I love Tom Hardy. He's great. And, fuck it. I mean, fucking Venom. I mean, to me, he looked pretty cool. I thought he looked pretty badass. So, like, why not give it a shot? And turns out, wasn't that bad. There was some fucking super corny shit in there. But I don't know. It's Sony. I mean, it is what it is. So why not try to go in and have fun? That's my outlook on movies. Because when you hear a movie's bad, but you like the people that are starring in it, and the director isn't so bad. I mean, and there's just things that, like I don't know. I want so badly for these people to succeed. I don't know if that's part of it, but anyway, in my head, it's like, why not just go and try to have a good time? If you know it's going to be bullshit, why not just go and try to have a good time? I mean, why? I feel like a lot of people, even people who know some movie's going to be bad, they still go watch it, but they cannot wait to get home and fucking just tear it to pieces. Or, you hear these people all the time who are like, yeah, I'll watch it, but I'll have to wait until it gets on Blu-ray or some shit. Like, I'm not gonna pay for that fucking thing. I'm just gonna, borrow it from a friend or something like that. It's like, yeah, but you're still gonna watch it, but you're not gonna waste your fucking $7 to $8 for a movie. I mean, okay, it's probably a little bit more than that these days. Yeah, no, it definitely is, because it's like if you go to the 2D, I always go to the 2D films because I just 3D's fun and all. And for a while, I was like, all right, so it's got to be a really good 3D movie for me to go watch it, or else I'm not gonna. But even then, I'm just, I don't give a fuck. I mean, it takes me out of it a little bit. I can't get, not that I'm trying to absorb everything that is like fucking Avengers or Transformers or whatever. I'm trying to focus on the fucking plot, guys. I need to know, what were they saying on Cybertron? What were they saying? What did Megatron say to Optimus Prime? He whispered something, but I couldn't tell because there was robot parts flying in my face. Like, no. I mean, it's ridiculous. But no, because I did MoviePass for a while. That's why I had to think about it. It's like, because MoviePass was like the shit for like 2 seconds, and then it was not the shit. It was literally shit. It was poop. Straight up poop. That poopy poop. But yeah, what the fuck? And I still hear people like talking about it, like when I'm in the theater. Like, yeah, don't forget your MoviePass. Like, make sure you did you bring your card? And I'm like, well, who the fuck is still using that? And why? How is it worth it? I remember when I canceled it, it was like, this is fucking bad. Like, I thought I was late to the canceling game. Like, I was like, this is fucking bad. This is not good. But man, that went south. And I knew it was too good to be true, but still, there was just something so awesome about the idea. It's like, yeah, I just fucking go see whatever movie, ever how many times I want. And I did as much as I could in the beginning. I could have done it a lot more. And now, knowing the aftermath, I wish I could have. But God, it just took a big old shit. That's fucking crazy. But I mean, like, how would that ever have panned out or worked? I mean, even looking at it as like a get rich quick scheme for them, I mean, for a hot second, like, they could have, I don't know, maybe their idea was to cut and run, just like to make all that money, and then hopefully somebody would come up and just buy them out, and then they would just leave with the money while it's hot. But I guarantee there's no way people wouldn't like peek in and be like, oh, what are you guys doing? Oh yeah, no, you guys are going to be broke by the end of this sentence. So yeah, peace out. See ya. Cool. I mean, that's probably what happened too. They were probably trying to, like, I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to know anything about business because I don't. I'm just Steve. I don't know shit. I don't know shit. Yeah, movies. But movies though. I don't know. I just going way back to Venom though, but like I enjoyed that shit. Like I did. Like I thought Tom Hardy was like super entertaining. Not like super entertaining. I don't want to fucking lie. But like he was, I don't know, it was good. And there was some cheesy shit in there though. And there was stuff in the trailer that fucking got me too when I was cuz I mean when the first thing they ever released was, I think, just like a picture or like just a short video of Venom, just how he looked and everything, and I was just like, fuck yeah, that was fucking super cool. But then they showed some dialogue which wasn't too great, like the symbiote. It's like nails on the chalkboard, because I mean, like, so many nerds are just like, yeah, it's symbiote, and then like the whole time she's like, yeah, the symbiote, and you're just like, okay, yep, okay, and then you have this other section of the trailer where Tom Hardy is just talking to Venom, and he's just, okay, we kill bad people. Okay, no good, like, fucking, what are you, John Connor? Are you fucking riding on the back of a motorcycle? Are you explaining, basic human shit to a fucking Terminator? No, you're a grown man, and you're speaking to I mean, nothing. He's not even talking to. He's just like talking at a voice in his head, and that happened in a movie. That was See, I could have been a dick, and people could have been like, "What'd you think of Venom?" Like, well, it was a movie. They hired actors and directors. They did that. That's a thing. They did that. But no, I mean, everybody wants to have their rating system. 1 to 10, what'd you think? Okay. Was it like 4 out of 5? Would you give it like 3 bags of popcorn? Maybe 2 sodas? Shout out to fucking Tim Heidecker and fucking, what's his face? On Cinema. Yep. It's been a minute since I've seen that. Love that show. Shout out to On Cinema. But no, the way I look at it is like, okay, would I ever watch it again? Yeah, I'd watch it again. Sure, fuck it. If it was on TV, fucking yeah, sure, I'll watch it. Would I go out of my way to buy it? No, probably not. Honestly, I wouldn't. No, but would I see another one? Fuck yeah, sure, bring it on. I liked this one enough that I would still go see the other one in the theater. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's so crazy. I guess the reason why I'm so heavy on this topic is because I can sit online and like go on, Facebook or whatever the fuck, and just always, every couple pages or so, just somebody's just ragging on, like whatever the flavor of the week is, they're just fucking whatever, terrible movies out, just fucking rag on it. It's like, dude, like that, like there's a lot of shit that goes into making a movie. There's a lot of shit. All right. You have like it could start with the writer, it could start with the producer who's got like a really good idea, or the director's also the writer, whatever. But it starts somewhere, and then it just goes through the fucking, through the fucking, the shit. One person sees it, they got their fucking opinion, and then so they want you to add this, and then it goes to the next person, and then by the end of it, let's say that you are a writer, you came up with like a really good story. Think of like, and you think it's like some of your best work. Great. But then you submit it to, the producer, and the producer's like, all right, this was great, and this is great, but could you add a big pink elephant? No. I know this movie is about a dying woman and her reconciling with her children, and also saying goodbye to her recently passed husband, but no, I mean, I really feel like there should be this big animated pink elephant that just comes in and it's just like, fuck yeah. Or whatever the fucking, I can't make an elephant noise? I'm fucking grounded. I can't make an elephant noise. Fuck that shit. I'm gonna go practice that later on. Fucking how to do fucking elephant noise. I keep fucking opening this shit to drink it. Alright. No, but say that he does that and he's like, all right, okay, so I got to put in a big pink elephant. So he just like puts it in as like a dream sequence or whatever, and the producer loves it. Then he goes and finds a director, and then I feel like at that point, I mean, there's so many things that could have happened, back and forth with that. But let's just say he just got off. I mean, because that's getting off light, just adding whatever. Gets to the director. The director's just like, all right, so this is awesome, but the only thing I'm going to change is that they're all robots. They're all just going to be fucking robots. Every one of them, they're just going to be cybernetic organisms walking around. No big deal. I mean, you can still get that, that human vibe, right? So, by the way, this director is James Cameron. Because that's what it is. But yeah, that's not even a really super good example, but I mean, it's going to go through so many people, and then when it finally gets to the director, you have no idea what it's going to be. I mean, and I feel like if let's say something like Venom was a more independent story, like it was like more like an independent studio, that kind of thing, I would say at that point, if the movie was shit, you could point the finger a little bit easier, and I feel like you could be a little bit harder. But even then, it's like, I don't know. I just think there's so much work on all levels, small pictures, like mid-sized pictures, big pictures, tentpole films, whatever. There's so much work that goes into it. It's just hard to say like, no, fuck that movie, fuck that guy, and fuck all this shit because, you know, what Tom Hardy walked around and he acted like a, you know, like a weirdo at times, just kind of super nervous. Oh, I got an alien inside me. What to do? What do I do? Oh man, Jiminy Jillikers, this is not good. You know, like it was such a weird departure from everything else I've seen him in. I mean, at one point he played a guy in a movie, a warrior, where he was known like he was in the army or some shit, and he fucking ripped a door off a tank, and then he comes in and he's got to fight his brother, and he's just all huge, and it's fucking warrior. That was badass. Movie where he plays Bronson. Fucking Bronson. Holy shit, that fucking movie's crazy. And he's just a mind fuck. That's what it is I'm used to him being just a complete mind fuck, you know, with his characters and just even crazy. Lawless, I saw bits and pieces. It was all right. But he was crazy in that one too. But it's just weird because I guess I'm not used to seeing him play or try to be a normal guy. Maybe that's it, is that he's never really ever tried to play a normal dude. Because I think the weirdest thing about Eddie Brock is that he's got a parasite. I mean, I don't know a whole lot about like the comic version. I know the only bits I know about Eddie Brock is that he was kind of a dick to Peter Parker, and like he was like kicked out of the Daily Bugle for doing some shady shit, and then Peter Parker's involved in that somehow, and he's just again a dick to him. I don't know, just like big buff fucking asshole. That's all I know about him. I don't know if he's like truly like a good guy or, you know, I don't know. Anyway, fucking move on from this shit. I've been talking about this forever. Anybody watch the fucking fights? That was fucking gnarly. That was Bob gnarly. That was Chronicles of Narnar is what that was. That was fucking UFC 229. That was a crazy night. I caught pretty much, all the main fights. That fucking Derek Lewis is fucking crazy, man. Super crazy. Just seeing him go from, you know, I'm like, I was sure this guy was gonna lose. I've never seen Derek Lewis fight ever. You know, I'm not, and I should probably say that I'm a casual viewer. You know, like I'm seeing like anything that's like a big fight. I'm watching that. I don't watch, you know, but I'm just saying from what I saw that night, like that Derek Lewis fight was fucking crazy. Just to see him come back, hilarious dude. Like definitely a personality. It's definitely what, you know, I feel like the UFC needs because all the shit going on with, you know, McGregor and Khabib. Let's see. Khabib and Conor to be suspended temporarily beginning Monday, according to the Nevada Athletic Commission Executive Director Bob Bennett. A hearing will take place on October 4th when the NAC chairman and commissioners will vote on whether McGregor and Khabib will be indefinitely suspended pending the results of their investigations. Which, I don't know. That's pretty crazy. And honestly, I only think that they're being considered to be suspended, you know, forever or indefinitely, whatever. Like I only feel like that's the case is because so many people are talking about like punishment and how fighters should be handled and everything like that. I feel like it's only because there's buzz about it, like with the whole Conor thing and the bus and how that went down, and you know, UFC didn't do a whole lot with that. And I don't know. I'm in the camp of also like there's like two wrongs don't make a right, you know, that shouldn't have went down. But at the same time, it's like imagine that you're Khabib and you're the type of guy that you are, which from what it seems like, he's just like a laid back. He doesn't seem like an asshole. He doesn't seem like He just seems like a fucking dude who goes and does the shit that he goes to do, which is to beat ass and then fucking go home. I mean, you could see him at the conferences. He wasn't much of a like shit talker because he's like, look, all I know what to do is how to beat ass. I rip head off, I go home. I rip your head off, I go home. I eat oatmeal in a bowl, and then perhaps I sit there and watch TV. But then I go back to the ring, I train, and then I go to Las Vegas and I rip your head off. I murder your head off with my bare hands, because I fought bears and now I have bare hands. Literally, I just shaved them. I shaved my bare hands because I choke you. And fucking A, that was such a gnarly. It was hard to watch for me because like all I've known, in UFC anyway, is that when Conor is staying within his comfort zone, what it seems, I don't know. That's hard. I mean, I can't say that because I can't say that a majority of his fights have been within his comfort zone, but it seems that there's definitely been fights where it's like in his like little bubble, there's people that you could tell that he should be fighting. And I mean, and who's to say who should fight who, really? But I guess what I'm trying to say is that there's just more like equal matches, and then you just kind of see him step out of his, comfort zone, with Nate, and and just how that began with Nate and everything was already messy. So, and then I don't know, there definitely should be a third one, and I hope there is a third one, but that's a whole other thing. But I don't know, like, even as a casual fan, just like looking at Khabib, just glossing, you don't have to look up shit. You don't even have to watch. You just see that he's like, 26 or 26-0 at the time, 26-0, and he's a badass, and that's it. That's all you need to know. I did look up a couple of videos of like different fights that he had, but at the end of the day, it was just like, more of the same shit. Like, I get you down on the ground, I hug you until you don't live. I'm going to hug you until you're dead. And that's Khabib. He's a real strong hugger. He'll hug you to death. Which is fucking, and it was embarrassing for Conor. It just, cuz again, as a casual viewer, it just didn't look like he was super prepared on a bunch of different levels. Like, it's like he walked in, he goes, okay. So ground game, that's his thing. Okay, cool. He mostly prefers the ground. Okay, yeah. All right. I was just thinking that might be his thing because I've spent so much time on my fucking back, He's a beast. He's a monster. I don't know, man. But it was just such a fucking bummer. It was crazy. I can't even, I know that some people have said that he got a few, hits in with Khabib, but fuck, I can't even. It's just crazy. But yeah, like, I don't know. I just think that, again, going back to Khabib, you're just a dude who just does his shit, fucking goes, trains, fights. That's it. And for him to get that much shit from Conor, even though it's all part of the fight game, totally understand, that's what drew me in, honestly. The first fight I ever saw was Conor versus Aldo, and my friend had shown me, shout out to Danny Yoder, showed me a video of him just talking shit for days and days and what looked like months and months about Aldo, and I was just blown away because like I was like, this is like over the top like wrestling shit, like, and that shit's funny to me and I love it, and I was like, okay. So, and I remember it was like not even 5 or 6 days later, I'm home alone, and I'm like, I should go check out that fight. And I realized, oh, it's a pay-per-view. I can't just turn it on somewhere. So I drove down to the bar. There was like nowhere to sit. Granted, it was a small bar. Nowhere to sit. I grabbed a drink real quick, and I'm just, looking at one of the 50 screens that they have, and I'm just like, all right. So, and it was just in time. Just in time. Conor was walking out. After I got my beer, he was literally walking out, and I was like, okay, so this is going to be pretty crazy. And like, I just had no idea about anything. boom, gets knocked out, and I'm just like, fuck. All right, well, I couldn't tell. I couldn't weigh out at the time. Is that like super disappointing, or is that like amazing? I mean, you knew it was amazing because after you learned about Aldo's history and his, his records and stuff, it was just amazing. But it got me into it, that crazy build up, and that's what I love. He brought all that excitement. I feel like that's why it brought a lot of excitement to the UFCs, because everybody saw that and we're just like, fuck yeah, that's entertaining shit. So to say that, I mean, I would never say like, oh, Conor shouldn't have said those things. Fuck no. Like, yeah, I mean, everybody would be lying if they said that they didn't want to hear that stuff anymore. That's just flat out bullshit, because that is part of the fight game. That is part of selling it. So all I'm saying is, if you're Khabib, who should understand all this stuff, by the way, by now, especially as long as he's been around and as long as he's known about Conor, it's like, that should have been no surprise that he was going to get those, fucking zingers from him. Which I don't know. That's another thing. He took it so personally. But I mean, where he comes from, he said in that post fight conference that he was like, "Look, no bullshit. No one talks about my life, my religion, my family, friends. No one talks about us that way. Especially after that bus incident. Like, he just took it so fucking personally, and it just went and it blew up and it went nuts." I don't know. Like, so, and I honestly don't think they're not going to permanently, I don't think they're, permanently going to kick either one of them out. Although what I read earlier today on top of that was Khabib was saying that he's like, you can keep your money, but if you don't let, one of his guys on his team that jumped in and fought Conor, he's like, if you don't let him fight, then you can keep my money, keep all that shit, and I'm out. I'm fucking done. Which, I don't know. I don't know what that means. Like, I don't, honestly, I feel like, the UFC, they're smart enough to, negotiate or talk with him, but I don't see that's going to end up weird. A lot of people question whether or not the guy should have been kicked out. I mean, I feel like at that point, once the fight is over, I feel like it's over. Anything after that is kind of fucked up. I mean, like, because it's over. So I mean, and not only is it over, but you're definitely not going to go around fucking fighting other people, or because this guy straight up jumped in the ring and just started fucking hitting Conor, and he just got choked out. And so he's like probably thinking to himself, all right, I'm in Las Vegas. I'm fighting because I got gloves. I'm in the ring. And I'm also boom, 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 fucking just fucking obliterated by this. Well, not obliterated, but fucking, just gets fucking knocked in the head a few times. And then, he defends himself a little bit. It was just all happened so fast. It's just kind of weird. Like, I don't know what it is that they saw that, put, him in question or anything, but it's like, from what I saw on the multiple clips that I saw, it just looked like he was, defending himself. It just looked like it was all in defense. So unless there was an angle that's showing otherwise, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure there was at least two guys that confronted him. So I don't know. So ultimately, like, from Khabib's standpoint, I would say, like, yeah, I could see how he could get so bent out of shape and make it so personal and, take it as far as he did. But I just don't see how he didn't see that coming, because he's not fucking brand new. He's 27-0. He's seen fights, in the UFC and, in the fight game in general and all the shit that they talk. It's just how do you not expect it? And how do you not expect it from Conor McGregor? You obviously know about all the shit that he talks. Like, how would you not? I don't know. But I don't think I don't think he should get kicked out. I don't think Conor should get kicked out. I just think that down there needs to be lines drawn, like plain and simple. There's just, it's not like this stuff happens all the time, and I can understand, like, they wouldn't have a clause about, throwing fucking, trolleys into a fucking bus, or, Khabib jumping out of the fucking ring like an eagle, about ready to snatch up one of Conor's boys and fucking fly off to his fucking nest and shit. That image is crazy. Just seeing him hop over that fucking fence and about to fucking feast on their faces. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Fucking Brendan Schaub said, yeah, on Rogan's podcast, he was saying it sounded like that he wanted to retire anyway. Khabib sounded like he wanted to retire and take his money and go, but now there may not be any money. There, may not be. I just do not think that they're gonna suspend either of them for long or indefinitely or whatever. I think that shit's gonna be temporary, and I think they're gonna make it look. They're gonna make it look like they got as punished as they possibly can, without doing anything stupid. Because right now, whether people love Khabib or hate him, they're gonna. I mean, I think he's a moneymaker. He's not. He hasn't taken like Conor's spot by any means, but I feel like he has, gone up a few notches with people. I feel like, like I said, whether you love him or hate him, he's gonna make he's gonna sell a few more pay-per-view buys. I guess we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But Chia. Oh my god. Fucking back has been killing me, been bothering me lately again. It was like sometime earlier this year, I was helping a buddy move, and I was just pushing. We were doing a bunch of shit. We were getting like his like couches and stuff in there. It was no big deal. Well, I mean, I didn't even help with that. I was just getting like boxes and stuff like that. But he took off, and I'm thinking like, oh, I'm gonna set some of this shit up for him. Be nice, just home welcome stuff. And I'm moving this giant king size mattress. It's in the hallway. It was just resting in there. I'm thinking like, yeah, I'll just push this shit, into his bedroom, fucking throw it down, get it ready. And I'm trying to push, and it's like 5 dead bodies. It's like you're trying to push on 5 dead bodies, and I'm pushing, and I felt something like in my lower back kind of pop. It didn't hurt. It wasn't painful. It just felt like a click. And I was like, that's weird. But I just kept doing the shit anyway. So I built the bed, made all that shit up. And then over the next couple, like 2 weeks, it was getting very apparent that I fucking, I did something to my back. And then I, of course, did the wrong thing. And that's, Google what to do to fix, your back. And when it's so general, like, oh, I got sciatic pain. I mean, there's so many different remedies to what specific sciatic condition, like condition to your sciatic that you have. But I was just like, oh, fuck it. I'm just going to Google this shit and call it good and whatever. And so over the next couple weeks after that, my wife and I went to Hawaii, and I'm just fucking dying. I can't walk a block without having to bend over. And it was like, because it felt like somebody was just stabbing me in the back, and I would just have to stop and just bend over, which I later learned the worst thing you can do for my shit, because what I had was a like a ruptured disc that was fucking right on my sciatic nerve and just sending like the worst pain. But I'm just bending over constantly, and they say, later on found out, I said, don't do that. What you want to do is make sure whenever you're laying down, you kind of lay down flat with your knees slightly bent, Any stretches that you do, just be real soft. You start feeling any pain, etc., etc. But it wasn't until the beginning. So this happened in the middle of January. I didn't start getting better until June, like the beginning of June, which is completely, I guess it's normal, but from what I've read is that people deal with it for, like, it's usually lasts a lot longer, like a year. It usually lasts like a solid year. And I can't say usually because everybody's different, but it just seems that if you go past, they say it's like 2 to 3 weeks of like back pain like that, see somebody immediately and get that taken care of, take whatever medications or whatever they say. But they said worst case scenario, if your back is still messing with you, you know, for this long and you're just fed up with it, they can go in and just kind of cut like a little, like 2-inch slit in your back, and they basically go in there and whatever, you know, that bit of ruptured disc that's kind of popped out, because it just looks like, you know, like a little, you know, corn kernel size thing poking out. They could just snip that off, sew you back up, and then you're good to go. That's like an hour procedure. You walk out of there and you're fine. And you almost immediately feel the relief. And as simple and, you know, painless as that sounds, I'm like, fuck that. No fucking way. Nope. Nope, 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 no, no, nope, 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 no, no, nope, 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 nope. Nope. Not going to cut open. I don't want you putting needles in my arm. I don't want you to wear a white coat. No rubber gloves. I just don't want to be around doctors. Nope. 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 No, no, nope, 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 no, no, nope, nope, no, no, nope, nope. I don't know why I am doing this voice, but I like to say that nope, nope, no, nope, nope. Nope. I fucking hate the doctors. Hate them. Hate hospitals. Hate all that shit. There's no fucking way, dude. No fucking way. So, and I was like, whatever it takes to not get cut open or whatever, even if it's just like, literally just, it sounded like they're just going, oh, we're just going to like this, we're going to like that, and then we're going to like this, and then you're good. I'm just like, and I was like, fuck no. And everybody in the room was just looking at me like, why you being such a bitch? Why don't you just do it? But no, they didn't even go that far. They didn't even go as far as like, you should probably do this. They were just like, well, it's just an option, and it's, you know, literally like old ass people and young ass people, everybody of all ages, you know, they've had this procedure done. It's really quick, and I'm just like, no, fuck you. No, sorry, bye, not doing it. Yeah. So, yep, started in January, ended in June. I was good to go for months, and I'm good. And then a few days ago, I literally cannot think of a single thing that could have fucked up my back. Can't think of a single thing. But it just out of nowhere, bam, came back. Well, I can't say came back. It was just kind of like I could feel it like just a little bit on my back. I could just feel like the little nubbin, maybe just a little bit. Because what happened before is that it was like a sharp pain in the middle of my back on my left side, and it would shoot down my leg. Kind of felt like it was tingly on my hip, and then like sometimes my foot would go numb, crazy shit. But not all the time. It wasn't like super frequent, but it was just like in the morning if I was just like starting to move. But then that slowly went away. The pain kind of got better. I was taking ibuprofen, 800 milligrams every 6 hours. Didn't do shit, but I would just do it thinking like, oh, if I stop taking it, it's going to be much, much worse. Which I think at that point it just really wouldn't have mattered, because they say that like it's not so much a tolerance thing. It's just about the ibuprofen can only make it so far, you know, into your body. Like that's when you start needing steroids, which I did. I did, you know, a round of steroids, which was great. I got super jacked. No, that didn't happen at all. But yeah, no, I just took the oral steroids, and it went away for 2 weeks. I'm like, oh, cool, I'm set. I'm good. I'm all healed up. And that wasn't the case. After that 2 weeks, because it was only like 4 days or something like that worth of steroids. But then after a week or two after that, started coming back a little bit, and more and more and more. and it was just fucking. It was just came back with like, you know, a fierce rage, a fierce fucking rage. It was bad. But there was a lot of things that I was doing early on, from reading online on how to, you know, stretch my back and all that stuff, that was just fucking me up. And come to find out, I think if I hadn't have done, you know, those fucking stretches, you know, which is just, they were good stretches for whatever they were talking about, but I was just, you know, I was like, whatever, that's the same thing that I got. That's totally the same thing. Yep, same fucking thing. Nope, not at all. So, yeah, it was just a lot of like forward extension, stuff like that I shouldn't have been doing. When literally all I had to do is just like lay on my back and find out like core exercises. You know, basic. Literally, I started physical therapy so May, at the beginning of May. Nope. It was in April. So it was like in the middle of April. Middle of April, I started doing, it was when I first started. So that means I did January, February, March, 3.5 months where just fucking riling around in pain, did a little bit of steroids, didn't really do much. And then finally doing fucking physical therapy. And she shows me like a few things. As I did like a total of 4 visits. And then after I stopped going, it went away. Yeah, it turns out when you're not a piece of shit to your body, it responds pretty well. So, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, it's kind of back now, and she's kind of like saying like, I'm here, motherfucker. I'm right here. Am I coming back full-fledged? Am I going to fuck you up? No. I'm just going to sit right, just fucking beeping at me. But, you know, I'm making sure all my shit's good. But I just don't want to go through that shit again. But I'd still go round 2. I would go through all that shit again, not to get under the knife. Nope. That's how much. I mean, that sucked pretty bad, but just how much I work myself up. I feel like I work myself up so much, I feel like I'm going to give myself a heart attack. So I feel like I would die before they even cut me open anyway. Like I'd be laying there on the bed and like, Mr. J, are you relaxed? Are you okay? Because you seem very, very tense. I'm like, no, I'm fine. Just make it quick, okay? If you need anything, if you just fucking and then my chest would open up, and my heart would just come out and just explode onto his face. And then I would, you know, fucking, I would start to kind of just curl up and turn gray, like, you know, most, you know, you see vampires do. They just fucking, you kill them and they're like, I would fucking instantly just, and then I would turn into ash and I would just float away. The end. That's how I would die. Just fucking, boom, done, donezo. But nope, fuck all that shit. Wouldn't that. All right. I guess we can look at some of the movies that because I got this I got an Instagram page. It is the Steve HS, and mainly what I post on my Instagram is movies that were released on this day. So, and it's not every single movie ever. It's just movies from 1980 to 1999 of a select few that I really like or enjoy or I want to see or I've heard like enough buzz about them that I'm like, oh, this is worth a mention. So today, because today is October 11th. I don't know when this shit's coming out, so suck it. The movies that came out today up in this motherfucker were Remo Williams, The Adventure Begins, and Silver Bullet. This was in October 11th, obviously. 1985. Haven't seen Remo Williams. Have seen Silver Bullet. Love Silver Bullet. I think Gary Busey is so fucking funny. Just so entertaining in that movie. Then we got Ernest Scared Stupid and The Taking of Beverly Hills for 1991. Like Ernest Scared Stupid, fucking, I grew up on that. I think we watched it in the theaters when I was a kid. I was young as fuck. But it's just so weird. Like, I didn't know that movie came out in 91. I always thought it came out like super later. Like I felt like I was much older when I first saw it. I don't know. But 91, that's crazy. And The Taking of Beverly Hills, shout out to Billy William. He showed me that shit. Fucking love that movie. I mean, if I'm being completely honest, the only thing that really sticks out to me in that movie is that third act is just so fucking crazy. Like literally, they done tooketh Beverly Hillseth. You know what I'm saying? And then The Long Kiss Goodnight. Fuck. I fucking love that movie. So good. Gina Davis is badass motherfucker in that movie. Sammy Jackson's. He's good shit in that movie. Fucking dope. Dope ass movie, motherfucker. Yeah, and that was 1986. But yeah, Silver Bullet. That movie was fucking badass. I don't know. I love werewolf movies, and I've always thought, like I enjoy a lot of them out there, but I feel like we still haven't ever witnessed like the best werewolf movie ever, like I feel like it hasn't been made, whereas you could say with like vampire movies, depending on what your speed is like what would be, because I mean I feel like a lot of people could say it was like Lost Boys or Near Dark, or go as far as like Interview with a Vampire. Some people might fucking like those Twilight fucking movies. I don't know. But I'm just saying that we have enough of those that, like, and I feel like those have gotten a lot more, attention. I mean, let's face it. I mean, like, vampires are sexy and they're fucking awesome and, mysterious. There's just a lot of shit going on with them, and therefore more movies about them get made, and that's what that is. But with werewolves, it's tricky because it's like, how do you make a big, hairy dog thing sexy, especially because like you can have a guy or a girl or whatever as a vampire, and it's like whatever it's like, hey, is that a fucking model or are you a fucking vampire? What's going on? This is crazy. It's like you got fangs and you got blood dripping off your face, but it looks like you're trying to pose for a magazine. What's the deal? And then but then you have fucking werewolf movies, which you got Jack Nicholson and Wolf, or you got fucking Dad from People Under the Stairs as the werewolf who plays the priest in Silver Bullet. I don't know. It's crazy. It is so crazy. It'd be cray-cray. And also nar. It'd be kind of nar-nar. It's kind of super nar-nar. It's kind of possibly super a little bit nar-nar. But I feel like we haven't watched the best werewolf movie yet. I've seen a lot of really good ones. There's this one on Netflix that was pretty good. It was meh, but it was different. I can't remember the title of it, but I think I saw it like last year sometime. But it was very small. What I appreciated it was like it was a very small movie. Like this guy finds out he's a werewolf because he keeps like waking up in weird places or some shit. So he buys a GoPro, puts on the GoPro, finds out he's cutting bitches up, and I think at one point he makes his friend into a werewolf, and he finds out that his mom or some shit used to be one or something. And again, taking it like a cue from Wolf, it ends in a barn. And I don't know. Fuck, now that I'm thinking about it, I think that it was a little different just because it was like so low budget. But now that I'm like thinking about it, it's just kind of like I've seen that movie. I've already seen that play out in other movies. It's not really anything new. I don't know. It's really, I think it's just, I don't know. Is it that tough to make a werewolf movie? Is it really that tough? Like, American Werewolf in London, that's badass. That's a really badass movie. Like, Paul Naschy. Fuck, those are awesome too. Those are fucking really cool. Look up Paul Naschy. Naschy spelled Naschy, I believe. But he, from, I think it was about late 60s to early 80s, mid 80s, would make these fucking werewolf movies. Really good shit. I haven't seen Wolfen, but what's another one? The Howling. The first one was good. I haven't seen the others, which I know a lot of people are like, that's fucking crazy, but no, it's some pretty good stuff in there too. I don't know. I feel like what it is that, like, with the first, like with the Wolf, with Jack Nicholson, I feel like with a movie like that, it's the closest you can get to like really romanticizing werewolves, because I can't really imagine any other film that really romanticized the idea. Because thinking back with Wolf, they didn't really treat it like it was like this big curse. I mean, it was definitely, they did, they showed it off, but I mean, he came up, he had this, like, it was like a gift almost. Like he woke up, he was in better shape, he felt better, he had all this energy, he had that big dick wolf energy, you know what I'm saying? And he got up out there and he did that wolf stuff, and then I think he was just like, all right, I need to tame this motherfucker. And then he got an amulet or whatever that he wore. But it never, at any point, it didn't feel nearly as bad as being a werewolf as watching American Werewolf in London. Like, where it was just like, I'm fucked and I'm killing people and I can't stop. And there's just nothing like to, make it look good. It didn't make being a werewolf look good. Whereas, again, comparing it to with vampires, it's like most of the time they make it seem like it's pretty cool to be a vampire. Even when they're pieces of shit, like in Lost Boys, I mean, they intentionally made them look badass. So it's like, fucking outcasts. It's like the Outsiders, but with fucking vampires. I don't know. I think that's just what it is. It's just that, like, werewolves can't be sexy. They can't be, they can't have that mysterious sort of, I mean, they can be mysterious. I don't know. It's just that allure of being a vampire. It's like you more want to be a vampire than you want to be a big hairy bitch going around biting people. Like, I don't know. Like, that, I think that's a tough pill for people to swallow, where you could be this suave ass, I live forever fucking vampire, which I don't think werewolves live forever. I think that's just vampires. I don't know. I'm waiting for somebody to come up and give us a really good fucking werewolf movie. I would love a solid, werewolf movie. I'm just trying to drink my water, but I keep fucking this shit up. I gotta come up with a system, maybe like a straw, maybe get a hat where I'm just sucking on it the whole time. You get the whole fucking time. You'd love that. Or maybe don't drink during the podcast. You could also do that, okay? Yeah. I go on a lot about certain things that don't matter and they go nowhere. No, but at the end of the day, I just wish there was a lot more options in terms of, like, really good, well shot, well filmed, well acted, werewolf films. And I just don't feel like we have a whole bunch. I mean, there's a whole bunch that I would watch and I think they're entertaining, but, like, looking back, it looks like a lot of them are in, a lot of them are in the 80s. Now a lot of them that I'm finding are like in the in the 70s and shit. It's just like we need some new shit. And it's really too bad that Universal kind of screwed the pooch when, they were trying to get the Universal Monster universe or whatever, get that going. But I don't fucking know. I don't know. Oh, we are looking at movie news. Oh, we got that new trailer for Aladdin. God, I don't know. I didn't see Jungle Book or any of that shit. Fucking Mr. Favreau. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. That I saw the trailer. It looks all magical and all that wonderment shit. Yeah. But Will Smith is the genie, huh? I mean, he's Will Smith. He's charismatic as fuck, right? But I don't know. That's going to be a tough one for me. I mean, I feel like with somebody, you need him so over the top and just crazy, just absolutely out of their fucking mind. But because I've always seen as like Will Smith super cool. He's like, he's a funny guy. He's super cool and he's done some silly shit. But, like, not like fucking, like I'm a genie. Like, that's crazy. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it measures out, Yep. Johnny Depp addresses controversy over his Fantastic Beasts role. Yep. Fucking Johnny Depp's. Basically, what this article is talking about is, a lot of people didn't like the fact that Johnny Depp was hired for the new Fantastic Beasts movie, and or he was in the first place. But J.K. Rowling was like, no, like I've seen everything that was said and everything that was done and all that, and we all support him. And I obviously don't know any of these people very well, but I assume. That's all I can do is assume, but I assume that they've made up whatever, they've made up their mind and they really feel that he'd be that good. But it's like, I don't know. That's tough because I see supporting somebody, like if you, and as a group of people, like have assessed a situation and you've seen as much as, I don't know how much of the facts they've seen or, it's not like they were like, all right, come into the courtroom while we all talk about this. Yeah. Or, I'm sure they've gave them all the information that they possibly get out of it. Cause they're not stupid. They're going to investigate it. I think as much as they can, because everybody and their fucking mother, when something goes down, I feel like they really assess shit now and they go, okay, is this person worth keeping? How bad is keeping this person going to hurt us, But that's where it gets kind of weird because it's like no matter how innocent Johnny Depp is, like I haven't really read all that much into it, honestly. I did read a lot with this article with the guy from Rolling Stone, hangs out with him, and it's just a really weird interview and how he's just he's just such a caricature. Like, and so far removed from what I thought Johnny Depp was. He's just ridiculous. Like he's like almost become as fantastic as his characters have in like a really weird, disturbing way. And but what do you expect? I mean, that's what that is. That's what that life is, I guess. But I just think that no matter what, like if I was J.K. Rowling, like if you think about it, no matter what I think, no matter what I say or do, the rest of the world they are not viewing Johnny Depp very highly right now. They're not really thinking too highly of him right now. So it's, I mean, do you hire him anyway and then have people go, okay, don't need to see that movie, peace out, But it's also kind of endearing to hear them say like, well, no, he's innocent and therefore, that's what we think. And, that's the conclusion. This group of people the entire cast and crew. No one had at any point has said, from my understanding, that's from what I know, which is very little, but I mean, I haven't heard anything where they've said like, oh, Johnny Depp has been just cussing people out and he's just been like fucking rude or whatever. Like, it's just been like, no, it's been cool. I think I did hear one thing where Johnny Depp yelled at like the set guy or whatever guy, second unit director, I think it was, for keeping them super late, and that he like punched him or something like that. But come to find out, he didn't punch him. They had a tiff. They went and did it, and after everything was said and done, they like made up and hugged it out. But that's the news though. That's the fucking news. But I don't know. They're not gonna hire somebody they honestly think is guilty. I don't know. I'm just assuming here. But like I don't think that they would do that. But then I do think it's a tough situation when it's like, all right, like regardless of what you think, a lot of people in the world aren't really thinking super highly of him right now. So it's like, are you willing to let that hurt your movie? Are you trying to make a statement by making people think about, like really think about, what they've read or what they've heard about the guy, and are they totally wrong? Like for me personally, like, I don't know. I feel like I do need to do more reading. I like I said, I read that Rolling Stone article, which kind of also spawned and, it's like going down the rabbit hole of what happened with him and Amber Heard, but it's just such a weird story. Like they fought a lot. Like it was like both sided, and then they came out with this weird video, this like apology video, and then they just like went separate ways. I don't know. Very very strange. But yeah, I don't know. That's a fucking weird one. That be weird. It be fucking weird. Let's see here. Looking up movie news. Looking up movie news. Looking up movie news. And looking up a movie news. No, movie news. Movie news. New Salem show. Not Salem. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. That looked pretty cool. The wife showed it to me. She's like, oh my god, this looks crazy because it's Sabrina, but she's like, fuck you. And I'm like, no way. She's like, fuck you. And I'm like, fuck you. And then we fucked. And then trying to watch. What else did we got? Okay, I haven't read it. I just saw the headline earlier. Hulu grants a straight-to-series order for Wu-Tang, an American Saga series. What? Hulu has announced that they've got a new project in the works that ain't nothing to fuck with. By the way, I'm reading these articles from Joe Blow. Credit to Joe Blow for hooking it up with the movie news, as always. Been following them for about 18 years now, so yeah, pretty legit place. We do this, blah blah blah. Order new series drama title. So it's a drama. The 10-episode series will be executive produced by blah blah blah. Imagine Television. Give me a synopsis, mother judge. I recognize how significant Wu-Tang World Cup over the years. I should read these beforehand. Yep, that's what I'm seeing, because this is a long article and it's not really giving me too much. I'm delighted to be partnered with Hulu. Imagine to explore the vast story of the Wu universe. Wooniverse. Wu-Tang through our music has always strove to inspire as we entertain. This opportunity to continue the Wu saga in a 10-episode series will exponentially increase our inspirational style of entertainment. In the immortal words of ODB, Wu-Tang is for the children, said the RZA. We'll just have to see. We're going to have to wait and see some footage on that one, but that's going to be fucking crazy. Gonna be fucking crazy. It's gonna be crazy now. It's gonna be crazy now. What else we got here? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Warning. Warning. Scarlett Johansson reportedly cashing in $15 million for Black Widow film. A super duper. Can't wait. Soups can't wait. Soups can't wait. I can't wait to see your new movie. It's gonna be great. Gonna be fantastic. Should be pretty good. We'll just see. Ooh, The Equalizer's Richard Wink. Developing Universal Soldier reimagining. Okay. I haven't seen The Equalizer, but that's the one with Denzel, I believe. I think that's with the Denzels. I'm pretty sure that's with the Denzels. Washington? Okay. I didn't know if you knew. Rambo 5, The Last Blood adds new cast and behind the scenes pick. Interesting. Super interesting. Oh, finally. I've been waiting for this shit for a minute. Tiki Watiti, I think that's how you say his name, and Jermaine Clement discuss the U.S. version of What We Do in the Shadows television series. So that's going to be badass. .com/can't wait - hook it up as soon as possible /Soups Avi. Soups Avi. But yeah, so from what I understand, yeah, it's going to take place in the U.S. and it's going to follow a new set of vampires, not the ones that we're familiar with, but Matt fucking Berry from Garth Marenghi's Dark Place from fucking IT Crowd. And he was the dolphin in one of the SpongeBob movies where he had like a king fucking crown and all that shit. Yeah, Matt Berry. You and him were buddies, weren't you? Ever since that I arrived at this hospital, I've been strictly solo. You've been the only friend I've ever had. But if you wish to be friends with him again, I won't stand in your way. Fucking gold. Fucking gold mine of a show. I mean, like, look up Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. It's fucking amazing. It's fucking amazing. Really good shit. Yeah, sucker. Yeah, sucker. Yeah, sucker. Yeah, sucker. Yeah, that's all I'm seeing here, guys. That's all I'm seeing here, guys. Yeah, I don't know. So, want to mention one more thing. Is Robert Englund is going to be back in the Freddy makeup on the Goldbergs, which is going to be great because that show, I need to watch that show a little bit more. Because from what I've seen, it's pretty awesome. And it's, I think it's funny. Like, the chick from Reno 911, she's hilarious. And kid's funny. Although, I haven't seen him since he's like, his voice cracked and everything. I don't know if that's, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, no, I dug it. We'll just have to see where the show's at. But Robert Englund could be back in full makeup, guest starring on the show. Can't wait to see that shit. And the makeup looks good too. Looks really good. I like, one of the things that bothered me about Freddy vs. Jason is that in the movie they didn't really do his like deep like demon voice or whatever. Like they would still have Robert's voice, which there's nothing wrong with Robert's voice, but it's just I always loved that sort of demon voice. Bah! And like I just hope they do that for the show. It's gonna be, I might like it better with that creepy voice, you know? Just saying, might like it better. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Definitely. I think that's what I'm gonna start doing. Is that I'll talk about movies that have been released on the day that I've done the podcast, Or maybe I'll do like a week recap. I don't know. That's probably, I don't know, that's a lot of movies, because if I fucking go on a tangent about even one of the movies, we're fucked. I mean, that's a whole nother fucking hour. But yeah, we'll see. I'll pick my favorite. Maybe I'll go through the list of fucking movies that have come out, and then I'll fucking pick my favorites and just talk about those for a hot second. And then maybe I'll go through some movie news. But I don't know what I want this podcast to be yet. I have no idea. I have no fucking clue what I want it to be yet. No clue. I had some ideas that I was throwing around with my friend Billy, that maybe he'd get involved. We would maybe pop on like just some old obscure movie that I haven't seen. I want to watch movies I haven't seen yet, like just like some old like horror, sci-fi stuff like that, and let Billy just fucking kind of take over. Because like I mean, I feel like I do a pretty good job of, I can ask questions and stuff like that, or comment on stuff. I mean, but I could ask him questions to certain things. He fucking knows it. That's what Billy does. What does Billy do? He knows it. He just knows shit. What does Billy like to do for fun? Knowing shit. If he had a degree, it would be the know-it-all degree. Yeah, I just came up with that. He would have the know-it-all degree, right? Right? This guy knows. There's no guy. That was a stupid joke, but seriously, he knows shit. Billy knows his shit. And one day we were just sitting there. I was like, "Yeah, man, we should fucking watch a movie. Tell people, cue it up, just be like, yeah, and we'll do like an hour and a half podcast. We'll just talk some bullshit, about whatever, really." But he just has so much information. He needs to just put it out there in the world. The guy's like a fucking encyclopedia. It's ridiculous. But this podcast, I have no idea. I have no idea what I want it to be, because I don't know. There's a lot to me. I don't know if I want it to be all about movies and shit. Like I like nerdy stuff and all that all day, but like I don't know. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. What it's gonna be. What it's gonna be. What it's gonna be. Gonna be about Steve. What it's gonna be. What it's gonna be. Gonna be about Steve. Gonna be about Steve. You're welcome. I know you asked for that, and you got it. So don't be mad. Don't be mad that I sung to you. You got that. I let you have it. It's over. You experienced that with me. I put that on you. I put that Steve on you. Put that Steve on it. Okay? Deal with that shit. Deal with that shit. All right, so I've been talking a little over an hour. Yeah, I don't know. It's my first one. I don't think I did half bad. Maybe less rambling next time. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I may ramble and just go off on tangents and not reconnect them, because I did pretty good at that. I'll fucking look, dude. I'm fucking good at it. All right. I'll talk to you, and then I'll go off on a tangent, and guess what? I'm not gonna come back to it. All right, because that's how good at it I am. I'm never gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna start something, go somewhere else, die. That's my life. Is that like, no, I was heading this way, saw a candy bar, died right there. Boom. Fucking deal with it. That's my life, and now it's yours. I just dealt you those cards. I dealt you cards. Pick a card, and then put it back in the deck. Okay, now I'm gonna shuffle them. I'm gonna wave. I'm gonna fan them out, and then you pick those random cards. You pick that one random card. Is that your card? Yeah. Yeah, it's your card. Scene. All right. That was fun, guys. I really like acting, so that was that was something. That was something. But yeah, guys. This has been fun. Next time, also, I'm going to learn how to drink around this fucking thing, because I still want to look at you, right? So I guess I have to open it down here. Do one of these. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Figured that shit out. God damn! it, I'm good. I'm so fucking good. All right. This has been a lot of fun. I super don't want to end it, but I got to because a lot of people aren't watching this far or ever going to see this. So who fucking cares? Who fucking cares? All right. This has been Steve. Or no, let me start that over again. Sorry. Fuck. This is a From Out of Nowhere podcast. Thank you for listening. I've been Steve J. I'm out.